Namaste students, my name is JVS Dr. Neeraj Holia, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. So today we are going to discuss a very interesting topic, that is biofuel. Fuel, you may have heard many times, but what is biofuel? And this topic belongs to the subject renewable energy and green technology. So in the previous lecture we have discussed about the characteristics of the biofuel. But now, what is biofuel and what are the different types of biofuel? As you have heard about the biogas, bioalcohol, biodiesel, bio oil. Okay, so biofuels are these are the types of the biofuels. So let's talk about the definition and types and characteristics. So what is biofuel? So any hydrocarbon fuel that is produced from an organic matter. Organic matter means biomass. Okay, so in a short period of time is considered as biofuel, because fuel is a thing that produced and that takes years and years. Okay, but biofuel is produced in a short period of time, that may be some few days, few weeks, or even few months. Okay, so biofuel may be solid, like wood, dried plant material and manure, and it may be liquid, like biodiesel, bioethanol, and it may be a gas, like biogas. Okay, so these can be used to replace, in addition to diesel, petrol, and fossil fuels for um, transportation, for portable and other applications. So also they can be used to generate the uh, electricity or heat. So but the biofuels are not as much as they have the capacity, they are not utilized. So some of the main reasons for shifting the biofuels are the rising price of oil emission of the greenhouse gases from fossil fuels, and the interest of for obtaining fuel from the agriculture crops for the benefit of farmers. Okay, so uh, categories of biofuels. What are the different categories? So there are many categories, or you can say the generations. First generation biofuels, second generation biofuels, third generation biofuels, and fourth generation biofuels. So we have categorized in the generations. Okay, so what are the first generation biofuels? So these are made up from food sources such as the vegetable oil, the animal fat, starch, sugar, uh, so using conventional technology. And common first generation biofuels include the vegetable oil, bioethers, biogas, bioalcohol, and biodiesel. So through the process of conversion um, is easy, but use of food sources in the production and biofuels creates an imbalance in food economy, so leading to increased food prices and hunger. So uh, second generation biofuels, what are that? So these are produced from the non-food crops or portions of food crops that are not edible and considered as waste, such as the stems, husk, crop, wood chips, and fruits, skins, and peeling, etc. So thermochemical reactions or biochemical conversion process is used for the production of fuels. So examples are the ethanol and biodiesel. So though these fuels do not affect food economy, their production is quite complicated. Also, it is reported that these biofuels emit less greenhouse gases when compared to the first generation biofuels. Okay, so now third generation biofuels. So these are produced from the microorganisms like the algae. Example क्या है? Butanol. Okay, so microorganisms like algae can be grown using land or and water unsuitable for food production, therefore reducing the strain on already depleted water sources. So one disadvantage is that fertilizers used in the production of such crops lead to the environmental pollution. Then fourth generation biofuels. So in the production of these fuels, uh, crops that are genetically engineered to take in high amount of carbon are grown and harvested as the biomass. Okay, so the crops are then converted into fuel using the second generation techniques. The fuels is pre-combusted and the carbon is captured. Then the carbon is geosequenced, meaning that the carbon is stored in depleted oil or gas fields or in unminable coal seams. So some of these fuels are considered as carbon negative as their production pulls out carbon from the environment. Okay, so these were the types, or you can say the generations of biofuels. So what are the important examples of the biofuels, major biofuels? So you have heard about the bioalcohol or bioethanol. Okay, next is the biodiesel, then biogas, biobutanol, biohydrogen. So these are the major types of the biofuels. So what is bioalcohol or bioethanol? So it is derived from the corn and sugarcane using the fermentation processes. Okay, so 1 liter of ethanol contains approximately two-thirds of the energy provided by a liter of petrol. And when mixed with petrol, it improves the combustion performance and lowers the emission of carbon monoxide and sulfur dioxide. Fine. So next is the biodiesel. So it is derived from the vegetable oils like soybean oil, palm oil, vegetable waste oil, and the animal fats by a biochemical process called the transesterification. Okay, transesterification. So it provides very less or no harm of harmful gases as compared to the diesel. So it can be used as an alternative for the conventional diesel fuel. Biogas, we have already taken a different session for that. Biogas, so it is produced by anaerobic decomposition of organic matter like the sewage from animals and humans. Major proportion of biogas is methane and carbon dioxide, though it also has some small proportions of hydrogen sulfide, hydrogen carbon monoxide, and sulfur siloxanes. So it is commonly used for heating electricity and automobiles. Now biobutanol. So it is produced in the same way as the bioethanol because it is also a alcohol. OL, all means the alcoholic group. So bio alcohol, biobutanol, bioethanol, they are the alcohol. So uh, it is produced in the same way and through the fermentation of starch. The energy content in butanol is the highest amount of highest among the other gasoline alternatives. It can be added to diesel to reduce the emission. Okay, it serves as a solvent in the textile industry and is also used as a base in the perfumes. Okay, then biohydrogen like the biogas can be produced using a number of processes such as the pyrolysis, the gasification, biological fermentation, etc. It can be the perfect alternative for the fossil fuels. Okay, now what are the advantages of biofuels? You know very well that availability. First of all, the availability, biofuels are produced from biomass and thus are renewable. Okay, while the fuels are non-renewable. Okay, then whereas oil is limited resource and it comes from the specific materials, biofuels can be manufactured from a wide range of materials including the crop waste, manure, and the byproducts. So next is the environmental pollution. Biofuels do not release um, means they release, but not as much as carbon as the fossil fuels. But fertilizers that are used in the growing biofuels lead to the greenhouse emission. So also biofuels can help in managing the municipal solid waste, that is the waste can be converted into the fuel. So that is the important thing. So security biofuels can be produced locally, which decreases the nation's dependence upon the foreign energy. By reducing the dependence on foreign fuel sources, countries can protect the integrity of their energy resources and make them safe from the outside influences. Then economic stimulation. So because biofuels are produced locally, biofuels manufacturing plants can employ the hundreds or thousands of workers, creating new jobs in rural areas. Biofuels produced will also increase the demand for suitable biofuel crops, providing economic stimulation to the agriculture industry. Now, disadvantages. Okay, so it is possible that the biofuels have some disadvantages, definitely. So first disadvantage is the efficiency. Okay, so fossil fuels produce more energy than some of the biofuels. So for example, 1 gallon of ethanol produces less energy as compared to the 1 gallon of the gasoline. Okay, then cost. So pumping fossil fuels from the ground is a difficult and expensive process, leading to high cost. Production of biofuels require land. This impacts cost of biofuels as well as that of food crops. Also, though growing engineered biofuels crops can benefit farmers commercially, but the excess number of such crops can also lead to loss of biodiversity. Okay, then food shortage. So there is concern that using vegetable cropland to grow fuel crops could have an impact on the cost of the food and could possibly lead to the food shortage. Okay. Then water use. Massive quantities of water are required to proper irrigation of biofuel crops as well as to manufacture the fuel, which could strain local and regional water resources. Okay, so this was about the biofuels. Uh, the International Energy Agency Technology Collaboration Program on Bioenergy is an international platform for cooperation among countries with the aim of improving the cooperation in information exchange between the countries that have national programs in bioenergy research, development, and deployment. So, IEA Bioenergy TCP works under the framework of International Energy Agency, to which India has association status since 13th March 2017. So there is a huge scope in this field, the biofuel fuel. Okay, so that was about the biofuels. So hope you are satisfied with this detailed session. If you have any query, please write in the comment box. And this session was powered by Digital Version 2, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. Thank you.